Minecraft is an enormous and expansive game built on surprisingly simple mechanics, but with a lack of tutorials, it can be confusing for many newcomers. Follow me, William Strife, as I cover the basics to the advanced of crafting, surviving, and building. Welcome to the Minecraft Guide. With a proper shelter built and a steady food supply established, you'll probably want to engage in what the first half of Minecraft's title talks about: mining. There are several ways to mine, ranging from highly efficient to haphazard. The method covered here will focus on efficiency. The primary goal is to expose the most ore possible while mining a minimum amount of stone, also known as strip mining. This method also focuses on mining in areas of the map where diamonds can be found. Before discussing the method though, let's cover the tools you'll need and the ores you'll be looking for. Whenever you go mining, first things first, your pick. It's the primary tool for digging tunnels, with a shovel being your second must-have. Not all tools are made equal though, especially since they can be made of different materials. You can craft your tools out of wood, stone, gold, iron, and diamonds, but only 3 of them are really worth using. The simple breakdown is diamonds are the best material to build your tools out of because they last the longest and break blocks down the fastest. However, iron is more common and only slightly less durable, so it's what you'll likely rely on the most for creating tools. The remaining materials are stone, wood, and gold. Stone is okay in most situations, but it pales in comparison to iron. Meanwhile, gold and wood are both extremely soft, so neither are really fit for making tools. However, gold can hold more enchantments than any other material, but this feature is almost entirely negated by how gold is actually less durable than wood. If you want to know more about enchanting, don't worry, there's an entire guide over it. The other things to cover are the ores you're looking for. First and most obvious is coal, followed by iron and lapis lazuli. These 3 things can be harvested with a stone pick just fine. However, the next 4 ores, gold, redstone, emerald, and diamond, can only be harvested with either an iron or diamond pick. If you try to harvest them with any other type of tool, it will take a very long time and the block will just shatter, leaving you with nothing. There's also an extremely hard block you can find and create while mining. Obsidian is the hardest material in the game that can be mined, but it can only be broken down by a diamond pick, and even then, it still takes what can seem like forever to break. Additionally, you can create obsidian by cooling lava that's not flowing. This is easily done by dumping water over the top of any lava you find. Anyway, now that you're acquainted with what you'll likely find while digging your mines, let's get on to the basics of efficient mining. The best ores in the game are located far underground, but how you dig to that depth is up to you. Digging a stairway is a reasonable option, but this method utilizes a mining pit. Before you can start though, you'll need a good supply of a few things. First, you need at least 1 full stack of ladders, which is crafted purely out of sticks using the following pattern. Alternatively though, if you have iron shears, you can also gather vines which hang from trees in jungles and swamps, as they work exactly like ladders. Second, you'll need a full stack of torches. As covered in the first video, monsters spawn in the darkness, so you'll need to place torches at regular intervals to prevent mobs from inhabiting your mine shafts. The third and final thing you need are a few pickaxes, around 3 or 5 if they're made of stone. You will power through stone picks fairly quickly during this process before you have an ample supply of iron to build your tools out of. Where you dig this mine doesn't really matter, but the bottom of your house or the back of the cave that functions as your shelter is as good of a place as any. The primary hole is 1 by 2 blocks, and there are a few reasons for this. First, you never want to mine directly underneath yourself, because you might dig into a cave and fall to your death, or worse yet, dig into a lake of lava in which you'll burn to death along with all of your items. The second reason is so you'll have space to place both ladders and torches along the shaft all the way down to the bottom. Digging the primary hole is fairly simple. You want to dig 4 blocks down, place a torch on the side, and then place 4 ladders. You repeat this process until you reach between level 16 and the bottom of the map. You can tell what your vertical orientation is by pressing F3 to bring up the debug feed. Also, if you're on a Mac, hold down Finish and press F3 to bypass the dashboard controls. There's a lot of stuff to see and it doesn't exactly look pretty, but on the left you can find the X, Y, and Z coordinates for your location. The Y number refers to how high or low in the world space you are. The bottom of the map, level 0, is covered in a dark, almost black stone called bedrock, which cannot be mined. It's between the bedrock and a Y value of 13 that you want to stop mining down and begin digging your shafts. The reason this is the area of interest is because diamonds cannot be found any higher than a vertical height of 16, and lava becomes very common at a height of 10. Thus, by digging your mines below layer 16 and above layer 10, you'll still be able to find diamonds while avoiding most underground lava pockets. Once you're in this area, you want to dig a simple shaft, 2 blocks tall and 2 blocks wide. How long it is doesn't really matter. This is your primary shaft which you'll do all of your strip mining off of. The smaller shafts should be 2 blocks high and 1 block wide, with 2 blocks between each branch strip. These smaller shafts branch off of the main corridor on both sides, and they're where you'll find the bulk of the precious ores while mining. As for lighting the mines, the main shaft should have 1 torch between every small shaft that branches off of it. For the smaller strips, and proper lighting in general, you need to follow one simple rule. Place 1 torch for every 4 blocks. In other words, place a torch, count 3 blocks, put another torch on the 4th block, repeat. Following this rule will almost guarantee everything will be properly lit, and you won't get any nasty surprises from exploding creepers while you mine. This setup and design for mining is highly efficient because it exposes a considerable amount of blocks and ore, but only requires a minimum amount of stone to be mined. There are alternative ways to mine, but the method shown here is fairly easy to learn and duplicate. However, if you're not satisfied with this method, or possibly confused, feel free to dig haphazardly, think up alternative methods, or seek out different designs. While strip mining is effective, it's a time-consuming, mundane process, and it unavoidably has a high yield of stone. Seeing as how building structures is half of what Minecraft is about, digging up tons of stone to build with won't bother some people. However, if you're only interested in gathering things like iron, gold, lapis lazuli, or redstone, you're best off going spelunking. Natural caves, chasms, ravines, and abandoned mine shafts are rich in easily acquired minerals with minimal digging. The trade-off, though, is diamonds are still rare, and thus uncommon in these locations. In addition, these areas are breeding grounds for monsters of all type, making it dangerous to explore them. If you're looking for diamonds in large quantity, strip mining is likely your best bet, but otherwise, exploring the natural gaps underground is the fastest way for you to gather the more common ores. Just keep in mind you have to watch your back while searching them, lest you meet your end at the tip of an arrow or in a creeper's angry explosion. Obviously, the purpose of mining is to find useful minerals, but what good are those blocks and ores if you don't know their applications? If you're interested in the specifics of building a smeltery and unique crafting uses of iron, gold, and redstone, then check out the next part of the Minecraft guide. Until next time, I'm William Strife of the Yogscast and a Minecraft expert. I'll see you later.